No one warned Woforo that the most dangerous bullet he would ever face would not come from the northeast, nor from Boko Haram, nor from the battlefield he trained so hard to survive. No one told him that before the war found him, fate would. And that the gods meant to protect him would demand more than prayers, they would demand his life. In a quiet farming community where the nights were calm and the soil remembered every tear spilled on it, a father made a decision out of fear, love, and belief. That decision would end with a single gunshot echoing through a shrine, silencing a young soldier before he ever met the enemy he was sent to fight. Woforo's life had been forged in struggle long before the army uniform ever touched his skin. He was born into a poor household in Uvohu community, Imohua local government area, where survival depended on the strength of one's hands and the mercy of the land. His parents were peasant farmers who worked from dawn until dusk, planting and harvesting under a sun that showed no pity. Every school fee, every textbook, every meal that kept Woforo alive in university came from sacrifice. Many nights, his parents slept hungry so their son could dream. Against all odds, Woforo graduated from the university as a mechanical engineer. It was a triumph that echoed through the community, a farmer's son had made it. But with that success came responsibility. Jobs were scarce, and the nation called. Seeking purpose, stability, and service to his country, Woforo enlisted in the Nigerian Army through Short Service Course 97. His training hardened him. It taught him discipline, courage, and how to stare fear in the face without blinking. But no training could prepare him for what came next. Because of Nigeria's policy on federal character, Woforo was posted to Borno State, in the northeastern part of the country. At that time, the region was already bleeding. Insurgents terrorized villages, churches, highways, and military formations. Soldiers were hunted, ambushed, and killed. News of attacks traveled faster than hope, and death felt closer than ever. When Woforo received his posting letter, he did not hesitate. But before reporting, he returned home to inform his father, Mr. Tesi.
The deployment orders have arrived.
The moment Tesi heard the word Borno, his body went cold. Fear wrapped itself around his heart like a tightening rope.
Borno, the killing fields, soldiers are their primary targets.
He imagined gunfire in the desert, his son bleeding alone, and a future ending too soon. For a moment, he wanted to beg Woforo to resign, to abandon the army, to choose life over duty. But pride and reality held him back. This was the path Woforo had chosen. After days of restless thought, Tesi reached a decision rooted in belief rather than reason. If his son must go to war, then he must be fortified, not just with weapons, but spiritually. Protected from bullets, evil, and sudden death.
You will go for my peace of mind.
Tesi took Woforo to Amodi, a powerful and feared medicine man whose name carried weight across surrounding communities. Amodi was known for charms that defied danger, rituals that claimed to stop bullets, and protection said to shield men from untimely death. Many swore by him. Some feared him. None questioned him. Convincing Woforo was not easy. He was educated, trained, and skeptical. But out of respect for his father and to ease the fear in his eyes, Woforo finally agreed. The sacrifices began. Incense burned. Chants filled the air. The shrine breathed with an ancient presence. As Woforo stood there, something small and many-legged crawled toward him, a millipede, slow and silent. Without thinking, he crushed it under his foot and hid it away. He did not know millipedes were forbidden in shrines. He did not know what that single act meant. The ritual was completed. As tradition demanded, Amodi prepared to test the charm.
Now, we test the magic.
Woforo was brought before the Okite shrine, his upper body bare, a red lace tied firmly around his waist. He stood tall, calm, unafraid. Military training had erased fear from his posture. Amodi reached for his Dane gun, the same weapon he had used countless times to test charms for others. To Woforo, it looked unimpressive, almost like a walking stick. Dane guns were primitive, unreliable. He had faced far worse in training. Seeing Woforo's confidence, Amadi nodded. To him, confidence meant the charm was working. Amadi opened the gun's chamber, loaded it carefully, and raised it.
Let the spirits bear witness. Only the pure of heart shall survive the trial by fire.
He fired one shot. What followed was not what anyone expected. Woforo let out a loud scream, a sound that did not belong to the shrine meant for protection. He clutched his chest and locked eyes with Amadi, confusion and pain flooding his face. For a brief second, time stood still. Then his body gave way. He staggered backward and collapsed onto the ground, writhing as the heat of the bullet tore through him. Silence swallowed the shrine. Mr. Tesi rushed forward, his heart tearing apart with every step. He gathered his son into his arms, calling his name, shaking him, begging him to wake up.
Wolu, get up. Please, my boy, get up.
But Woforo did not respond. His body was already still. Life had left him. Tesi screamed.
You killed my only son. I feared the terrorists, but it was you.
His only child was gone, not killed by insurgents in the north, not by Boko Haram, but by the very gods he trusted to protect him. The gods he believed in. The gods he loved. The sky felt empty. The air grew heavy. And in that moment, faith collapsed, leaving behind only darkness, loss, and silence.